Yeah. Uh, so I am open for larger leadership roles in the BFI sector, banking sector, but also with about 2.5 decades of experience in the financial services, which includes risk management, strategic and thought leadership. I think I believe I can contribute meaningfully at the board level.
Welcome to another insightful episode of FaceTime with Leaders, where we dive into the journeys, challenges, and expertise of some of the most influential minds in the corporate world. I'm Sunny Bancholi, and today we have the privilege of speaking with a leader whose career spans over 2 decades across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Someone who has shaped businesses and transformed the way financial risk is understood and managed. Our guest, Mr. Kishore Seshadri, is a seasoned financial leader with an exceptional track record in credit risk approvals, structured finance, and sustainable financing. From managing multi-billion-dollar credit approvals to building high-performing teams across geographies, his insights are drawn from real-world experience at the highest levels of global banking. Currently, he leads a team of 80-plus professionals handling credit risk across 15 countries, a testament to his expertise in navigating complex financial landscapes. Today, we are going to uncover the wisdom he has gained over the years, his views on the future of risk management, and why sustainable finance is becoming the next big shift in the industry. So, sit back and get ready for a conversation filled with insights, experiences, and takeaways you won't want to miss. Mr. Kishore, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Sunny. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Great, sir. Thank you for asking. What about you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
All right. So to kick things off, Mr. Kishore, you have had this incredible journey spanning over 2 decades, leading teams across continents, navigating the complexities of credit risk, business strategy, and leadership in some of the most dynamic financial landscapes. But before we dive into the final details, let's take a step back. If you were to look at your career as a story, what would be the defining chapters? Were there any unexpected plot twists or moments that completely changed the trajectory of your professional journey?
Thank you very much, Sunny. Yeah, I do agree. I think if I have to put it in 3 words, it will be patience, resilience, and hard work. Maybe I can add a little bit of lot of dedication as well. Let me give you, of course, like any other professional who's been in the industry for 2.5 to 3 decades, I've also seen a lot of twists and turns in my career. But most importantly, I have used it for my benefit and as a learning along the way. So I'm born, brought up in Bangalore, did my CFA and MBA. And when I did CFA MBA because that was the most in thing at that point in time in 1995 in India. Financial markets booming, global markets booming, significant happening in the financial world. But when we passed out in 97, there was a Ketan Parekh scam and the Asian currency currency crisis. So due to which our placements got impacted. So hardly 1/3 of the overall batch got placed. But that has also, over the period of time, shown us how to manage various scenario situations. I got my first role in November 98, a little more than a year after we passed out. But it was with an investment banking company called AK Capital Services. I joined there as a resident representative, worked there for about 6 years. It was more about loan syndication, getting financial debt instruments placed with various provident fund trusts and pension fund trusts. So it was a mix of marketing as well as relationship management with various seasoned investors, corporate investors. I was there for about 6 years. From Bangalore, I set up the Chennai and Hyderabad offices. So I was in charge for the South India operations of the company. Again, out of the blue, I got a call from my close friend, whom I played a lot of cricket with, and he was working with Lloyds Bank in Dubai, and suddenly he gave me a call in one May afternoon in 2004. It was just saying they require a credit risk manager would you be interested? Send me your CV. So I sent the CV. They called me for the interview, half a day of interview selection process. They gave me the offer. I accepted it because it's the first time I am traveling outside India. So in a glamorous Dubai, one of the financial centers, not the financial center, but one of the growing financial centers of the world. So joined Lloyds Banking Group, British bank in Dubai. So was there from 2004 to 2008, doing credit risk approvals for commercial banking clients and global banking clients. Um, Within that, I used to manage various credit risk credit risk work for the bank itself, because for the Middle East is one of the most geopolitically sensitive countries and regions. So due to which I was managing it for the entire bank for the region. That gave me a lot of insights into various aspects of financial risk management and country risk management. I also was managing the portfolio controls and portfolio management for the bank to the credit committee. And then I got an opportunity to go to London in 2008. 15 September 2008 is when Lehman Brothers went belly up, the start of the banking crisis. And that's when in November, I moved to London. Lloyds Bank, and it was an internal move within Lloyds Bank. So I moved into Lloyds Bank. Lloyds had agreed to take over Halifax Bank of Scotland. And then the crisis unfold absolutely opened up, and there were about 40,000 job losses for colleagues across Lloyds Bank because of the merger and various things happening. Government had to intervene and pump in $15 billion to Lloyds Bank. Everybody in risk department, including me, had to reapply for the role. That was again a very big lesson in resilience and communication, confidence. And luckily, I got the role. Most of us got it. There were some who were impacted. And that 4 years has been significant learning in terms of the various ups and downs in the financial market, because that was when the lot of corporates were in trouble. Our business support unit were ramped up from around 200 colleagues to 1,000 colleagues to support various businesses. I also, when the markets picked up, did a number of M&A transactions from a credit risk perspective, right from term sheet negotiation till the sign off of documents. So working very closely with financial directors and financial controllers of FTSE 100 companies. So significant amount of learning with very senior stakeholders, working with them, getting things done. So, and then I decided, it was 8 years away from India, come back to India. So that's when I got the opportunity to apply to HSBC, and got the role with HSBC as head of the credit analysis unit team. So it was a team which was about 70 members, catering to about 11 geographies in HSBC, doing credit risk applications for the global banking relationship managers. 6.5 years of significant growth, doing significant amount of global projects, and then making things simpler for the RMs. So the team grew up to 140 people, and we were catering to around 32 geographies. So that's the growth the team has seen. It's a testament to how well the team have scaled up to the stakeholder requirements and to HSBC's wanting to invest in the GSE centers. Then I decided to get back into credit risk approvals, which is my core competence. That's when I joined wholesale credit risk approvals in HSBC, and initially joined as the global head for global offshore head for global banking market teams, right from Australia to US. And then I, in 2020, just before COVID unfolded, took over the entire end-to-end approvals for Asia. Asia is the biggest market for the bank, and anything from a commercial banking, global private banking, and financial institutions approvals is what I was managing in until 2023. And then I have taken over in Europe responsibilities for anything under Europe. And last year, there was an expansion in my role, due to which I am now manage the entire Europe space, by the US space, and whatever comes under group risk. So disparate team of work, but very strong work ethic, aspirational team members, about 80, 85 team members, which I manage right now.
Great. What an incredible journey, Mr. Kishore.
Thank you very much.
It's always incredible to hear how each career path is shaped by moments of challenge, opportunity, and sometimes even pure serendipity.
I agree. Absolutely.
Great. So, continuing our conversation, Mr. Kishore, building something from the ground up, especially a high performing team, is obviously a no small feat. It takes vision, resilience, and the ability to bring people together with a shared purpose. So, you have not only set up the GPB offshore team from scratch, but have also led large scale credit risk operations, shaping teams that consistently deliver results. So, that's not an easy task. So, what's your secret? What does it really take to build a team that thrives under pressure, stays motivated, and simultaneously drives impact at such a significant scale?
Thank you. Very good question. Uh, I think I'd keep it very simple. Any bank, financial institution is all about people. It's how you manage people, manage their career aspirations, their career growth, as well as how well you communicate with them. So three, four main aspects which I keep in mind when I manage is open and transparent. Communication, top down and bottom up, ensure seamless movement of communication within with my team members, ensure they are always heard, ensuring most importantly, stakeholders are really happy. And for me, my team is one of the key stakeholders. So if my team is doing well and they are in a good frame of mind, they'll be performing at their best at all periods of time. To keep them motivated, keep them heard, and ensure whatever decisions are taken, uh, as much as possible, get their buy-in. But there are some which we need to just implement it and say, boss, let's get on with it. No negotiation on this. So how you get along with that and managing things along the way, and providing a very, very open, healthy, and atmosphere to team members to support one another. And as you said, have the shared purpose and move everyone in one direction. So that has been the key. And along with that, because we're a global organization, I need to understand the various cultures, aspirate and movements and people aspects of the different geographies from which I have stakeholders in. Understand their what are the requirements, ensure all their requirements are understood very, very clearly, and put it into practice. And those are the things which will ensure that we are all moving in the same direction. And when I have to say no, I'll have to say no. And but it is very easy to say no. Instead of that, my mantra has been to see how to make it work within the risk appetite of the organization, and at the same time, um, ensure it is all the risks are well mitigated. So that's how I try to get along and make the things work with the team members itself. Another aspect, because India is a growing economy and people are very aspirational. To ensure proper amount of coaching and mentoring are provided to them. People are, I have my ears and eyes on the ground to understand what's happening, and at the same time, take and take advantage of and embrace the latest technology, what's happening, whatever is the thing, in a proactive manner. So these are the things which have helped me in good stead along the way, and um, things God has been kind over the period of time.
Mr. Kishore, that's an incredible perspective on leadership, I must say.
Thank you.
And can I say a great team isn't just about hiring the right people, it's about fostering the right mindset,
Yeah,
culture,
yeah,
and shared vision.
absolutely. Very well put.
Great. Moving ahead, one of the trickiest tightropes in the financial world is balancing risk and reward, especially in banking, where every decision impacts not just profitability, but also stability and trust. So, and you have been at the helm of major credit risk operations, making high stakes calls that shape business growth while ensuring financial prudence. So, from your experience, Mr. Kishore, how do banks strike that fine balance, embracing expansion while staying within a well defined risk appetite?
And this is a very, very key question. Balancing risk and reward is very, very important. Uh, ensuring, see, I'm been throughout in the credit risk space, and I have had some significant run-ins with my colleagues in the front line, in the relationship side, where they want to grow business, get more revenue and profits for the bank. My role is to temper it and ensure it is within the risk appetite of the bank, ensure things are well mitigated. While it is very easy to say no, my how I look at it is how to make it happen, how to support the RMs in their journey of getting the business. We are doing business with the right kind of customers who are one of the key aspects of our how we go about doing business. And along with that, ensure that the risk appetite of the bank is kept in mind and it is within the parameters of the risk framework of the organization. So these are the key things which I look at when I want to go about having conversations. Along with that, key aspect would be to keep abreast of latest event technology, uh, so that we take the right decisions for our customers, colleagues, organization, and the society at large. Uh, be proactive. That's another thing which I've learned along the way. And use the latest evolving trends, for example, whether it is AI, chat GPI, or right now in the credit world, it's sustainability. A lot of corporates have to ensure they do things in a sustainable manner. So those are the things how you can use that to enable things and use it proactively. Uh, Ensure my team members are well aware of what's happening there, upskill myself first and my team members to ensure we use the best of it and support each other along the way. So this comes down to enabling and empowering. So that's how I would like to put it.
Absolutely, absolutely, Mr. Kishore. Generally, when people think of risk management, they see it as a constraint. But you have really
Mhm.
highlighted how it can be an enabler of sustainable growth.
Yes, absolutely. That's how I see it. And that's how huge, big organizations like the HSBCs and the JP Morgans of the world look at it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so in today's financial landscape, Mr. Kishore, we are seeing interest rates swinging, economies grappling with uncertainty, and businesses having to make some tough calls when it comes to funding and growth.
Mhm.
Now, with your deep experience in credit risk, structured finance, and corporate lending, I'm curious to know what's on the horizon. How do you see these shifts shaping the way businesses secure financing in the coming years?
Agree. See, until last year, we were grappling with high interest rates, um, high inflation, which resulted in high interest rates with the central banks of various organizations. And then in the latter half of 2024, interest rates started coming down. Then we saw geopolitical impacts, the after effects of the Russia-Ukraine war, then the Israel-Gaza conflict. All this has had an impact on the commodity prices, the movement of goods across the globe, and which has made things difficult. But at the same time, we have to take decisions which is for the best of our customers, for the bank, and for our society at large. So, how do I look at it? We have to upskill ourselves to what's happening, look at things, what are the various trigger points for each of the decisions we make, and then what is the best route. So there, see, in hindsight, I might always say I might have kind of done this instead of that. But at that point in time, what we take decisions, stick with it and get along with it. There are learnings from it and ensure we don't repeat the mistakes. That's how I look at it. And from what's happening in today's market, there is, apart from the interest rate movements, inflation, management, there are also the European economies which are not doing well. GDP growth is at a not doing very well, especially Germany, the UK, France, the biggest economies in Europe. There is also, because of the tariff wars happening between US and various other countries, impacting GDP growth potentially of US as well. So we need to keep all this in mind when we take credit decisions. And I can give you an example. In 2008, when the financial banking crisis unfolded, as I said, the business support unit teams ramped up from about 200 team members to 1,000 team members because of the huge amount of clients which went out, almost out of business or significant losses. So the mantra is more to see how best to support the customers, how support them through the cycle rather than support them only when they're doing well. No, then as a bank which a lot of global presence, we need to showcase that we support our customers through the cycle and ensure we are there for it in the long run. So that's how I look at it, and see we take decisions for the long run, for the betterment of our customers and the society at large.
Absolutely. Mr. Kishore, it's fascinating to hear how lending strategies are evolving in response to these economic shifts.
Yeah.
Truly.
Agree.
All
And
right.
if I may, can I give you an example of latest trend, what's happening?
Please go ahead, please.
So in the banking and financials, BFSI sector, so the banking sector, fintech companies have come up and big way.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
they are competing big time with the traditional banks because they don't have the capital base. So what do? They can turn around and give loans very quickly, whether it retail loan or corporate loans. So that's where banks have to have the right kind of systems and procedures in place to ensure we meet that kind of a competition. But at that side, the another trend we are seeing right now is in India, it is slowly seeing, but in the European markets, Western markets, we have seen the amount of money being saved in financial fixed deposits have reduced in banks. So it is going in more into the mutual funds and hedge funds. So we have got an alternate set of funding where these funds are specialized equity funds, whether it's real estate or the debt funds for infrastructure, real estate, private equity, and so on and so forth. So they are getting into lending to banks and to corporates. So that's another trend we have seen within the banking space, which is where we'll have to maneuver along the way to ensure banks stay strong along the way.
Rightly said, Mr. Kishore. Okay. So moving ahead, you have built an incredible career shaping financial strategies and leading high impact teams. With all that experience, what's the next big milestone you are aiming for? And do you see yourself transitioning into broader leadership roles, perhaps even the boardroom?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Um, so I am open for larger leadership roles in the BFI sector, banking sector, but also with about 2.5 decades of experience in the financial services, which includes risk management, strategic and thought leadership. I think I believe I can contribute meaningfully at the board level to help companies take the right strategic decisions at the right time within the proper risk framework. I have experience in about in number of global markets, whether it's European markets, where it is developed markets, or in developing economies like Middle East and India, and catering to these from the Indian banking experience, banking background perspective. And this is also in the fields of finance, risk management, governance, and leadership. This will really help at the board level. So I can make a difference if I'm given an opportunity, and I will be able to, with my mantra of how to make it work within the risk appetite of the organization, help in both manufacturing companies as well as finance banking industries, and embracing the latest technology along the way, whether it is chat GPT, AI, or sustainability, those kinds of things. So help take the right decisions at the board level for organizations which I can do along and contribute to the society at large.
Absolutely, absolutely. With your depth of experience and leadership, I can absolutely see you making a lasting impact at the highest levels.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, we will along the way. The opportunity should also arise.
Right. So talking about corporate governance, it is often seen as the backbone of any organization's long-term success. With your extensive experience in financial risk management and leadership, how do you view the evolving role of corporate governance in today's dynamic business landscape? That is part A of my question. And how do you see it influencing decision making and shaping the future of organizations you work with?
Yeah. It is absolutely, as you said, it is the backbone for any organization, global organization, for any decision making. It has evolved over the years due to the business practices, latest technology, and then the regulatory overhang. in the number of industries, whether it is banking or manufacturing and various others. I have seen various levels of corporate governance and how it has changed over the last couple of decades. To give an example, in the European markets right now, we have a very tough economic situation, as I said, about the GDP. The organizations have to take decisions right now on how to cut costs, maintain profitability, and at the same time adapt the latest technologies coming through. So these are not easy decisions to take. This is where corporate governance comes into play and ensure the board members help and work along with the management to take the right decisions for the shareholders, the company itself, as well as the customers. So from that aspect, it is the very, very important aspect of corporate governance at this point in time. So it is at the foundation, foundation of decision making is corporate governance for any listed entity or a private limited company to ensure transparency, but at the same time showcase adherence to various laws of the land, regulatory overhang, as well as the risk framework within which the management and the board wants the companies to perform in. So it is very, very important in decision making as well.
Absolutely. Corporate governance is becoming more and more crucial in guiding organizations through complex decisions. And your experience speaks volumes about how vital it is in managing both risk and growth.
Absolutely. And the right balance between them. So that's
Absolutely,
where corporate
yes.
governance plays the most vital role in it.
Right, rightly said. All right, so that brings us to the last question of the podcast. And Mr. Kishore, you have recently joined Directors Institute. And it must be an exciting time for you as you expand your expertise in corporate governance. So could you share with us how your experience has been so far?
Sure, thank you. So I'm going through the courses of the Directors Institute and am benefiting significantly by the various aspects of leadership, corporate governance, through various laid down processes and procedures, as well as adapting the latest aspects of sustainability, artificial intelligence, machine learning. I'm enjoying my course at Directors Institute, and in fact have adapted some of the learnings in my present role as well. So as I'm not yet completed, I'm going through the overall course. As I complete this course, I believe I'll be a much rounded professional, backed with my experience and background, ready to make a difference at the board level to ensure better corporate governance for the stakeholders, shareholders, management, and society at large.
Absolutely. And it's so inspiring to hear how Directors Institute is already adding value to your impressive career.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Great. Wraps up today's incredible conversation with Mr. Kishore Seshadri. What an enriching discussion it's been. From his leadership journey to his insights on corporate governance, risk management, and team building, it's clear how much value he brings to the table. So, Mr. Kishore, we truly appreciate you taking the time to share your experiences with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine and the privilege. Thank you very much, Sunny. Great speaking to you.
Thank you. And to all our lovely, amazing audience, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you found today's episode as inspiring as we did. Whether you are an aspiring leader, someone navigating the world of corporate governance, or just someone looking to grow in their career, there were some golden nuggets of wisdom for everyone in this conversation. So if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. We can't wait to bring you another exciting episode of FaceTime with Leaders. Until then, keep learning, stay curious, and remember, great leadership begins with the courage to grow and evolve. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and we will catch you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.